Like Yuji running, looked like his shadow. Yeah, he was on the move, leaving Megumi area. Yeah, just so many innocent people. Or does he recognize this is Mahito's doing? These are all the transfigured humans. Oh, Inuaki, yeah, here to help. Can he crowd control with his megaphone then? Yeah, stop, don't move. Also, be sure to check out the Patreon page where you can get next week's episode. Right now, you can find polls to vote for what's next, a full-length version of this reaction, and some exclusive Studio Ghibli reactions. Yeah, it looks like he will come face to face with Mahito, of course he will. Would it have been time for a new OP if it was 2 cores at this point? So are we sticking with this OP for the whole season? Or maybe it's next episode we would change it up? There's only 23 episodes, so I would have thought episode 13 would be where they swap it. Now, didn't we see him running to Choso right at the end of the last episode? Okay, yeah. We're just getting a little bit in between field. Ooh, yeah, a little ticking because of the slow-mo. Straight away, yeah, on site. Ooh, the dolly zoom? Okay, right in his arm. Damn! Piercing, yeah. How did he deflect that if it went through like metal and stuff? It's like one of those, what's it, you know, when you use water to like cut something out. Oh, I like the blue highlight, yeah. I mean, yeah, it did get him bad, but he still deflected it a bit. Okay, okay. Bring it up. Okay, he does remember. Oh, yeah, yeah, they were. Oh, it's spreading his like face mark thing. Okay, he's the older brother. Whoa. Oh, the spin, yeah. How'd you avoid that? Oh, okay, going in before he can gather it up, yeah. Oh, damn. Oh. So it's kind of like water bending, yeah, the way he's using it. Oh, that's cool. Peeling it. Oh, peeling it back off. Yeah. It seems like it is only his own that he can control. So there probably is a limit on how much he can control as well before he starts to fall apart with, you know, not having the blood in his body. Okay, that's that one again, the kind of focused beam. We slow-mo, or is he just waiting? Ooh. The kind of all his clothes flying back as well with the pressure of it. Oh, that's cool, yeah. The point of view. Oh. Okay, so he can just like form it into solid objects as well. Yeah, yeah. Makes sense. Stabbed right in the foot. He's going for it again before he's even had time to react. Okay, not enough pressure. Still did some damage though. Yeah, don't take too long chatting. Is he part of the same clan? Yeah, he's got long range and close range attack. Ooh. Oh, from his perspective, that's really cool. What would there be in the restrooms that would give him an advantage? Apart from like hiding in a stall. Okay, he heard Mekamaru. I love the colours in this episode. Yeah, the colours this episode. There's a lot of like neons and things that have like a kind of bloom effect around them. Water dilutes the blood down or something? Just one hit. Wasn't that great? Ooh, that wasn't to plan. Because of the water sprinkling about? Yeah. Okay, it's exactly that. Yeah, hand to hand he might not be as good. I guess still control it within your body. You can, like, if you control it telepathically, you make yourself move even faster by controlling your different body parts from within. Level the playing field, yeah. Oh, using that grate against him. Yuji loves that like triple kick while he's in the air. It's such a sick move. Yeah, it's just gone straight back to hand now. Ooh. In for a headbutt, yeah. It's cool. The different face mask markings on Choso changing. Damn! Straight through him. He kept it under his coat, yeah. No, you're not. Kind of like, yeah, the energy is kind of like steam there more than before. He just needs to make it easier for everyone else. He's only been hit 3 times. Oh, like coating his fist, yeah. Yeah, it affects the rest of your body if you don't have enough blood flowing through you. Yeah, I love the kind of smoky effect coming off them, the aura. The choreography in this was so good. It's all just this one fight as well. Yeah, the double impacts. Okay, he can still fire off a few things. His tooth. He fired off his tooth. I love that, using the grate and then following up. Oh, yeah, been out in the water for too long. Oh, right in the eye? Oh, like Wolverine claws, yeah. Some of the perspectives, it's hard to figure out what's happening. We're seeing it from above or upside down like there. Love the music. Oh, he's only been using his right. Oh, going back to this, of course. Just like the brothers. It's like punching metal or something. Okay. Oh my god. That's a massive chunk out of his shoulder. Yeah, the music, it did the dun 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 bit. He like solidified there. Wow. Anticipating the hit. But it didn't have the kind of beat drop at the end, did it? Where it went into the song. I mean, I'm just thinking, there is always the thing, like, Yuji can't die because Sukuna would take over to stop him from dying, probably. Wow, yeah, there you go. Okay. Did he realize the Sukuna thing and is just losing his mind? Yeah, we've seen this in the OP, him holding his head. Okay. 4x3 suddenly, and like a home video. It's all of them being friends. What? And there was more of the cursed wounds there. Yeah, door closing. That's the end of the episode. What? Okay. Looks like there is an end credit scene. Come to get Yuji. They need his body for Sukuna, yeah. Okay, so that was Season 2, Episode 13 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Some great choreography this episode. Like, I like that this episode was mainly just this one fight, this one conflict. But then, at the end there, Yuji is potentially related to Choso. Now, I've been rewatching Season 1 because I feel like there's a few things I've been missing and I just want that extra context. And in Season 1, you know, there's the death paintings. They're talking about the cursed wounds, the death paintings, and there's 9 of them that there should be. How many were on that table with, you know, the 3 and then with Yuji? Are they saying that Yuji is a death painting as well? Because I swear, were there not 6 on the table with them? So Yuji would be a 10th then, and there were only 9 made. But also, the guy who, like, did the experimentation to make the death paintings, Noritoshi Camo, it's the same name as the Camo we know in from the Kyoto school. So that's like, again, one of the big clans. You know, there's the Zenin, there's the Gojo, and there's the Camo clan. Are those the big 3, the 3 clans? And he was like considered a disgrace, like one of the most vile. And he created the death paintings. But we're seeing Choso has the blood manipulation, which is like one of the Camo clan's techniques. So that makes a lot of sense how he's being passed down, that blood manipulation. And we saw at the end there how I thought, see, he said it was a memory though, but that obviously them at the dinner table didn't actually happen. So I don't know, is Yuji related? And I'm thinking like, well, the death painting's parents, it was like 150 years ago. Neither of them would be alive. Like, that couldn't have been Yuji's mum. Although we don't really know that much about Yuji's parents. It's only the grandfather we've met. Could she be like immortal or something? Or is Yuji actually technically linked to the Camo clan, and somehow that Camo no Shitori, that the older one has still stuck around to be alive for Yuji to be born? I mean, we obviously know there are some weird things about Yuji in terms of his body and his like raw physical strength that we saw right at the start in his school days, you know. He's not exactly, you know, just a regular human. There is something more there. So could he be related? And the thing is, before Choso, he does have some sort of psychic link with all of his brothers, because he knew when the other two had died before. So does he have some sort of psychic link with Yuji there? And that's how he realized. You know, we see there's like the pools of blood kind of spiraling and connecting together. I thought that was him. That could have been him realizing there, if their like blood had mixed, or like, because we see it's mainly his own blood he can control. Can he control others' blood? Or I was thinking maybe he could control his brothers because they're so like similar, you know, biologically. Maybe he could do that, and then he was able to control Yuji's a bit there, and that's when he realized. I'm not sure. There's so many mysteries with the show, and things to do with like lineage and clans, and yeah, all of the different like factions and clans, isn't there? I don't know how much I have to say about the rest of the episode, because it was all just straight up action. Some really great stuff though, you know, Choso doing his technique, his piercing. I love the first time he does it, and we have that like dolly zoom extending, really cool. And just the way it's like pressurized water just cutting through things. I was wondering how it worked at first, because yeah, it was like pressurized water when he'd like pressurized it like this, but then later on he did like kind of use it kind of like water bending. So I was like, oh, can he not make it into like physical objects? But he can make it. He made it into like a little dagger, and that kind of puck that went through Yuji. Yuji's taken a ton of damage this episode. Hole right through him. Big chunk of his shoulder taken out, like hitting the eye. Some big gashes across his face. Of course, he kind of has that plot armor of being Sukuna's vessel, because like, well, we can't die, because it's part of the plot that they want to at least have Sukuna as a backup plan to release him and, you know, cause chaos if they need to. Which, is that what they're doing at the end there? When the Hasaba twins show up? They were like, let's do this, but I'm like, were they just... Yeah, I think Yuji's just been knocked out, right? He's just fallen unconscious from blood loss and whatever. Are they just like taking his body so they have him as a trump card, so they can like, you know, use the threat of, hey, don't come any closer, or don't do whatever you're going to do, and because we'll release Sukuna if you do? Or were they just like, yeah, let's go release Sukuna? I'm not sure. And like, just how many of Sukuna's fingers is Yuji able to hold and keep back? It feels like at any point Sukuna can just take over, though. It's just he doesn't choose to, and we see his disappointment here with him losing to Choso, calling him weak, saying like Yuji was a bit of a disappointment there. And like in the OP we see this kind of like roll, and it's got all of the fingers in it. So just how many fingers do they have? How many fingers would they give? Would it be up to the full 20? I don't think it would be the full 20, because at that point Sukuna's at full power, and is that just Sukuna becoming the main villain of the show at that point? I feel like Geto wouldn't want that. Isn't part of his plan. Sukuna's just like a wild card, like a bull in a china shop to release, but he's not going to do that unless it's really necessary, and he's not going to give him full power, because I don't think their goals necessarily align. Because trying to remember how many in total Yuji has eaten. I feel like for some reason in my head the numbers are either 4 or 7, like as of end of season 1, and they've got this roll of a ton. I could see, if it's 4, I could see there being 16 on that thing that we see in the OP. But yeah, I don't think they'd feed him all of them, but even 1 or 2 is significantly more power, isn't it? If it is only 4, then we're only at a quarter strength, or just under, you know. But yeah, just how many would they give him? How powerful are they willing to let him become? Not sure there. And yeah, just again, I did really love the animation this episode. Some really cool effects, and the kind of highlights with the blues and the pinks, you know, the kind of rim lighting on everyone, really cool. And just like the effects, a lot of like bloom on the lights, and you've got like the sparks and all the water, seeing like the little droplets bouncing off them. a really well animated episode, loads of Sakuga, loads of great stuff. And, you know, a lot of the fighting here, there was just long extended cuts of just hand to hand. We're not going into a character's head and thinking or like hearing what they're thinking. We're just seeing them go at it for like an extended period and like trying to keep up with what's actually happening because the camera movements are so crazy and stuff. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and be sure to check out the Patreon page so you can get next week's episode right now. Catch you guys later.